to attract bees or butterflies to your garden, where do you start? I stopped by the Green Bay Botanical Garden and spoke with some experts to find out.
Yes, so here we are in our 1,800 square foot butterfly house. We have tropical plants. So as you come on in, you're almost transformed into a little tropical paradise we've created here at the garden. And there are hundreds of butterflies literally flying around me right now. We have over 20 different types, different species in the butterfly house. Butterflies are our pollinators, and I think we hear a lot about pollinators, especially with bees too, and our whole focus of this exhibit is to let people know the importance of these pollinators. And by showing different species from around the country, I think we're just able to also show the diversity of it, because everybody knows the monarch, but there's a lot more pollinators out there besides just the monarch, and there's a lot of great ways that we can support them. So our hope is that you come here, you're inspired by a new butterfly, maybe you plant some pollinator plants at home that can support the flyers that we have around here in Wisconsin, and just gain a greater appreciation for these magnificent creatures.
All right, well, one thing you can do is remember, if you want butterflies in your garden, you have to have caterpillars. So we all know about milkweed. Common milkweed can be pretty aggressive in a garden, so this is called swamp milkweed. So it's a milkweed you can plant to get the caterpillars that will become the monarchs. So make sure that you have food for the larvae of the butterfly. And then, eventually when the butterfly comes out, you'll need to have flowers. This is called bee balm. There's a lot of them out there, and it'll have a flower later in the season, and it attracts butterflies, bees, and other pollinators. So you need the food for the babies, the caterpillars, and the food for the adults. Another thing you can do is sprinkle annuals throughout your garden to give you flower power and to give you food for the caterpillars. Again, this is dill here. Swallowtail butterflies use that for food. And then this lantana here, a little annual you can spot in for the nectar for the adult butterfly. So you can get annuals to give you what you need for the butterflies as well as perennials. Yeah, it's really important for us to help the butterflies and the bees, and actually all insects. Some of the studies have shown that the insect populations have gone down a lot, and then birds use caterpillars to feed their young. So if we don't have insects, we kind of are losing the bottom of the food chain and the food web, so it can affect a lot of things. So we need to make sure that we help our insect friends out there, and that we're nice to them and get them some food. You know, one thing you have to think about is, if you want all these insects, you have to live with some of the damage. And look at this, there's a little caterpillar right here actually eating on there. Not sure what it is, but hopefully it's a good guy. But we just have to live with all these different insects that we don't even know about. So you just have to follow the 12-step program. You just step back 12 paces, and you hardly see the damage, so you don't even worry about it.